Yeah, good morning. I think I'm live on Facebook, I suppose. I cannot, so it's the first time I go live on Facebook from Zoom, so I'm gonna learn how this works. And welcome to Rosaria first Laugherzoom. So I live on this other Zoom, but I'm now doing things on Zoom, so I thought I would call this Laugherzoom. And what is it? It's an attempt to create a space for me and my friends and all my network to come and laugh together for 15, 20 to half an hour, minutes to half an hour every Wednesday morning to kick off our energy level in the middle of the week. I've been incredibly terrible at communicating it, so I'm like just very last moment communicated it yesterday. So the one person who had signed up hasn't showed up yet. Maybe they will, maybe they will not. But the show must go on, right? So we go on. So what is laughter yoga? Laughter yoga is this very simple but also revolutionary idea and based on what to laugh. We don't need to just wait to watch a comedy or to get what is actually an intellectual stimulus, but we can always laugh as a choice. So if we just want to laugh, we laugh. I think I knew this when I was young in my previous life, and then somehow I forgot it. And it's just amazing because it's like then you can just laugh, and from the science of happiness, actually it makes a lot of sense, and it produces the same health benefits because our body is not able to differentiate between a real laughter and a faked laughter or a pushed laughter. The same muscles are getting activated, the lungs start to work in the same way as in a real laughter, so you just get all of the benefits, and it really gives you a kick because it really stimulates the production of the neurochemicals of happiness. So you get dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphin, mostly a lot of endorphins, which is the natural painkiller. And if you laugh together, you also get a lot of oxytocin from doing it together. And if, like me, sometimes you laugh alone, you're gonna get serotonin and dopamine because you can just say, I did it, even on my own. Yeah, but do come. So from now on, it's going to be every Wednesday at 9 a.m. So come and join me on Zoom by signing up on wownow/Laugherzoom, so you can get the details. And now, without any further ado, we start. And basically, like, not only it's a very revolutionary idea, but there is also quite a discipline behind it and a practice of a certain order in which we do the exercises. I hope this is working, so give me a sign. I cannot see anything. If somebody is watching live, pop in a sign, and because I have no idea if it's working. Anyway, we start by clapping our hands, because when we clap our hands, we basically are stimulating the pressure points in our hands that automatically start to kick off the entire blood circulation. So both giving us energy, but also starting to put us into kind of a childlike state. So really reactivating the inner child in us, which we need to activate for doing this. Then we start adding a Wreath or rhythm, right? Rhythm, which I'm not that good at, which is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then we get into the more challenging part of actually keeping the rhythm, but doing ho, ho, ha, 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 with a very aspirated H, because that starts to warm up our diaphragm, which is the muscle under the lungs. And when we activate the diaphragm, that pushes up the lungs, which means we push out carbon dioxide and we create more space for the oxygen to come in. And that is why also laughter yoga has so many benefits, because it's really like any aerobic workout. It really increases the oxygenation in our lungs. So ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, yeah! And we're starting to warm up. Then the last warm-up exercise that we do, again for the diaphragm, is what we call the dog breathing. So we're gonna breathe like a dog, yeah. How do the dogs breathe, especially after they've had a big run? They breathe in, and then when we breathe out, we put our tongue out and we breathe out. you can really at the beginning, I was really like, if you put your hands on the diaphragm, you can really feel the diaphragm moving. At the beginning, I thought I didn't feel it moving. I was like, do I even have one? But I do, and it's now moving. Yay! So it kind of works also as an abdominal exercise. Now we are nicely warmed up. The last bit that we also do more often in the session is we do molto bene, yay, or very well, yay. But this part, I'm always doing it in Italian. And why do we do that? Because once again, we're reactivating the pressure point, but we also put ourselves in this gesture, which is a celebration mode, which again, not only activates the inner child, but also sends the brain the sign that we are celebrating. Everything is okay, everything is gonna be okay. And that automatically changes the attitude that we have then for the rest of the day. So that's why all those benefits pile up. Now that we are ready and nicely warmed up, we can start to laugh. How do we start to laugh? We start with a simple breathing of, we'll have to remember to deactivate notification from whatever else. So you're gonna hear on this beep, 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 and I cannot eliminate it, I think. Where did we go? Okay, so we breathe in, and then when we breathe out, we laugh. We start with a shy increasing gradient laughter, because basically every single laughter is an expiration. And if you yawn, it's also okay. I always end up doing it at the beginning. Or again, we breathe in. We can also put our chip up so that our air lungs, like our ways, are even more stretched, and we breathe more, and then we hold, and then when we breathe out, we laugh. Ready? Then we go with one laughter, which I learned together with my buddy Maria Pina. We have to start doing our 9 a.m. call again. But we would always make up a laughter on the basis of how we were feeling on that day. So whenever we're feeling a bit really sleepy still, we came up with waking up laughter. So this goes like eh, eh, eh. And you stretch, which is really good. So you stretch and laugh. It's basically a lot of the laughter, or most of the laughter, we always charge them up, repeating 3 times and then laughing, or oh, and then laughing. So another one also, and it also has this same setup. It's the Vowel Catapult, or that's how I call it. And in this case, we charge every time a different vowel. So we start by charging up the A, then we launch the A, and then we laugh with A. And we repeat it for all the 5 vowels. And that's also good to find out which one do you prefer to laugh with. Which one is your natural laughter? So ready, steady, go. And you can add a gesture as well to it. Then we go this other side, and we go and then we go mi sono impicciata. and then oh. And finally, ooh. Molto bene, yeah! Molto bene, yeah! Then we do a most typical laughter that was made up by the, I still don't know the name of how you say sarto in English, the lady who sew. Because like you can create laughter for every single thing that you do in your daily life or your daily work. So they come up with 1 meter laughter because they were always measuring 1 meter. So that goes like, we measure 1 meter and then we laugh. Sides, molto bene, yeah. If there is anybody following this live on Facebook or making any comments or anything, I don't see a thing. So either there is nobody up there, either something is not working, but we go on. We go on with the animals laughter. So like we have the penguin laughter. So the penguin laughter goes eh, eh, and then we have one of my favorite, also coming from one of my buddies, like a travel companion during the leader training, Ilaria, and that is the 3 monkeys laughter. So I don't see, I don't hear, I don't talk, but I laugh. So that goes like that. Molto bene, yeah! And then there is, oh yeah, the first of the muscles, although I don't see any muscles here. Where are my muscles? But the muscle, so the muscle is closed in her shell and looks very carefully and I would say doubtful outside to see if she can open up, and she only opens up when she finds other muscles like her. So where are my muscles? Come join me on this live. So that goes like a molto bene, yeah! The last animal laughter is also one of the most recent because on Saturday my son Mauro went to a fair and he won a little octopus, not this one, another one, but I liked it so much that I had to find in yellow. So I went on and found it, and I found this. So you have the octopus, the happy and the sad octopus. So how does the octopus laughter works? is that we have a bit of upset day and we go like, but we come up happy. Let me get it right though. Look, it turns la 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 la. Yeah. The mirrors are getting really confused with the mirror setup in Zoom. I've got my companion. Yeah. Molto bene, yeah. And maybe the last laughter is the freedom laughter. So if you have any feeling it goes like, no, I cannot do this, or like, or limitations or fears or anything, we imagine them as a chain and then we break them. So we go a. I'm switching again to Italian. It's not so nice to laugh alone. It's much nicer to laugh together. Where are you all? Come and join me. So nevertheless, we have laughed. I managed to laugh. You laughed with me if you're still here watching this in replay. So what we do as a final laughter is the well done laughter, because we have challenged our preconception and we got the time to laugh, which is going to be good for our health, because 10 to 15 minutes, so 10 minutes of laughter are the equivalent to 30 minutes on the rowing machine. And we've done at least 15 minutes of pure laughter. So we do the well done laughter, which goes eh. We hug ourselves. Well done, molto bene, yeah. And the very final things after we have laughed is that we then recenter ourselves with one of at least 5 different breathing techniques that we learn in laughter yoga. That's also where the yoga parts comes into play, because we also do a lot of breathing exercise, pranayama, during the practice. What we do here, it's the most simple one, which is the humming. So we repeat it 3 times and we simply breathe in, and when we breathe out we hum, and that's a very quick way to recenter ourselves. So also a way that you can use any moment in the day. If you feel a bit stressed or you need to recenter, just close your eyes, breathe in and breathe out humming. Ready, steady, go. That was all for today. If you enjoyed it or you want to do it together with me, because togetherness is a big part of laughter yoga, because you need neurons to activate it. So come and join me on Zoom next Wednesday at 9 a.m. For now, I wish you a very good day and a very good week, and start smiling, or keep smiling, start laughing. Bye.